If you want to see my empties for the month of September, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back to HMM Makeup, or Makeup. I am talking empties today, and I do have a number of empties. I have 11, I believe, sample size empties, and I have 6 full-size empties. We all have different definitions of that, but that's what I think that category is for me today. So 2 sets. I'll start with the little stuff, and then we can get into the bigger products. And I do sometimes have or don't have opinions on samples because sometimes it's just not enough time to evaluate, or not enough product to evaluate its efficacy and whether I would repurchase. But I will do my best on those samples. We'll start with those and then get into the bigger stuff. So for the smallest amount of items, I do have this VERB Ghost Oil, which is a hair product, a hair oil, and I only had enough for 2 applications, kind of semi-applications. Obviously, I didn't use a whole lot both times, but I did really like the smoothing effect, the kind of anti-frizz that this product provided. I do have other products that do give me that kind of benefit, like Infusium, which I have as an empty. I'll show you a little bit later. But as far as an oil, a hair oil, I really did like this one. And it does have me thinking of it. It's on my radar for a hair oil. And I'm glad I had a chance to try the sample. Then I have a couple of the same, which is the Clarins multi-intensive or super restorative night cream in English. In French, it's multi-intense nuit, if you want to hear a little French. And I have 2 of them. And I do like Clarins products, so I was not disappointed by this, but it is not enough product, obviously, for me to make a decision on it and say yay or nay whether I would endorse it. It's just, it's just 2 packets. I would have to go through the better of a jar in order for me to say whether it did anything great for my skin, but it did not bother my skin. It felt good, but as far as the actual mid to long-term benefits, I have no idea. Now these next 2 did have more product, which does help. And the first one, they're both Caudalie products, and the first one I want to show you is the eye cream, the Caudalie Premier Cru eye cream, and it is a very nice, come on camera, can you focus? Well, that's as good as it seems to be getting. I'll try here. Premier Cru, and it's an eye cream that really does not require a lot of product for application. So this little container lasted me quite a while. I did really like it. It did feel very hydrating. I didn't feel I had as many lines under my eyes, which is the sign of a good hydrating cream. And even though it's a small amount, I have had a few of these significant sample size for the amount that I use, as I mentioned. And so I'm quite comfortable recommending the Caudalie product. It's a little bit more than one might want to pay, but it just depends on your preferences and whether it fits for you. And then this is another one, which is the Vino Source, or Vino Source, whichever one you want to say. It is the Moisturizing Sorbet, or Crème Sorbet Hydratante. So it's in French and English, obviously for a French and English market. And I do like both of them. Now, the one that, so this is a moisturizer, and so is this, if you will. They're both creams, but I would argue that out of the 2, if I had to give higher marks to something, it would be the eye cream. This one is moisturizing, it is comfortable, but it's not as, it didn't wow me as much, although this one is noted for sensitive skin, and so maybe it doesn't have as many kind of more active ingredients given it's for sensitive skin. Did I like both of them? Yes, but the one I would endorse is this eye cream. Okay, going on again with more cream type products. I do have this sleeping mask, it's Cica sleeping mask from LaNeige, and I had 10 ml of this, and it is definitely very, very much finished. And I did like, oh, I have some left. It has a very light scent. It does seem to absorb very, very quickly on the skin. I hope you can see that. And it's almost like between a water cream and a cream. And it feels very nice, and it was definitely hydrating, and I did use it at night for the few applications that I could get out of this this jar. I had no complaints. Again, I don't think this is a huge amount for me to be able to endorse that it does something special to the skin, but it didn't give me any reactions, and I have sensitive skin, and so I wouldn't hesitate to use it again personally. Now this next one is not a cream, but it is kind of feels like a creamy product, and that is the Green Clean from Farmacy. And I have used a number of these, to show you the inside. I'm going to say that I've used a number of these little containers. They come on as available on the Sephora site in the Points Perks section, where you can spend 100 points to get one of these little guys. And if you take a look at how much Green Clean from Farmacy costs, it's nice to be able to pick a couple up from the sample section. So I have, this is exactly where this one came from, and I highly endorse this product. I think it's really good. It's second would be the Clinique Take the Day Off. I really like that one as well. And the Sephora version, if they still sell it, is not bad at all. So that's another option that is more, if you're really pinching the pennies, the Sephora brand might be the better one for you if you need to go or want to go that route. And so I can tell you that I've used that product, the Sephora product, for quite a while, and it's perfectly fine. Let's do a couple of these mini fragrances, and then we'll go into the mini makeup items. I did finish this Jo Malone London Peony and Blush Suede Cologne. It was just a tiny, tiny sample. It took me just a couple days to finish it, but I did really enjoy the scent. Jo Malone in general, I quite like, and I have one of the Jo Malone fragrances behind me because it's just lovely. Let me just bring that one up for you. So my favorite is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and I did pick it up not that long ago. It's been a number of months, but it's not that long ago. Given it's a fragrance, they last for a really long time. And it is the fragrance from Jo Malone that I really like. And this kind of special packaging came along in a beautiful gift box, and I just decided that that was the time I was going to get it. So again, I've had that one for a while, but it certainly made me think of it by looking at this sample. And I wouldn't buy this sample, this Peony and Blush Suede. It's nice, but I do have my scent for Jo Malone. I don't need more, or nor do I want more. And then this next one, Nest, is one that I've been using quite a bit. I did finish this one, and I have another one bigger that I've started attacking. So I obviously don't mind the Nest product. So this one was, does it say how much? 0.1 fluid ounce or 3 mils. So it's very, very small, but it's a nice little size, and it's glass, so I can recycle a whole lot of it. That's great. So those are the two fragrances, so Jo Malone and Nest, that I completed or finished using this past month. And now I have a couple of small makeup products. This one is a sample from Nars, and then this one is a sample size from Benefit. It's the Boing Industrial Concealer number 2. And so I'll talk about both. Now this one is a new one to me, this Nars, and I don't even have product to show you because I liked it so much that I depotted it and used it up. But it's one of those new kind of lipstick but feels like a lip balm kind of hybrid product from Nars, and I really quite enjoyed it. It was flattering on the lips, super comfortable, easy to carry around. It's a mini, but it's not too tiny, and it did a great job, and it did make me want to get the duo of this type of product that is available for this Christmas or this holiday season. So just thought I would mention that one, that it got my attention. Very good product. And this last one I had in my empties, but it's not really empty. So I have made a mistake. And it's this Benefit Industrial Concealer. And it's in a tiny, tiny package. And I forgot that I did move over the contents of it over here. So this is where it went. So it is not an empty. I will set it aside. My apologies. It's here. It's just that it ended up being an empty on my counter, and I thought I just grabbed everything that looked empty for this video. And no, I still have some right here. So it's going to be sticking around for a future empties video. Since I'm talking about it, I will just say that the Boing Industrial Concealer number 2, which is, at least my color comes in number 1, number 2, I would highly endorse for, like, for example, around the nose or any kind of blemish area that you have, and if it matches your skin tone, it's a really good product. So I don't have 11 sample and small size items. I have 10. So the Boing is not finished. That was an oopsie from me. Let's go into the full size products. Now this first product, it is in the wrong packaging, but it was a product that I was trying to finish, and I depotted because the other one was, the size of the packaging was just too big. And you'll see it says PF and BB. So this is the Physicians Formula BB Cream, and so it is a lighter kind of foundation product than a full-size foundation product. And as you can see, I finished that product. I will clean out this container and probably repurpose it for something else that I'm panning. So it's definitely not an Estee Lauder night cream for the eyes, but it is a foundation that I was trying to finish, and it took me a considerable amount of time. It's a very pigmented kind of BB cream. I would have called it a foundation point blank, which, you know, to each his own, but I felt like the coverage was quite good. But I'm happy to have finished it because it was an older foundation that was already open for quite a while, and I was very happy to finish it. Now these are a couple of other full-size products that are, one of them is kind of iffy as far as a full size. This first one is the top and base coat from Essie, and yeah, it just says top coat and base coat, so it's just a specific combo here as a suggested usage, and it's 13.5 mil, so it's a very full-size bottle. And then I had to stop using this one. This is Hoopla from my Ciaté Advent Calendar, and if you haven't seen that series, I can put it right there for you. I was really disappointed. It doesn't set. It doesn't set anymore, so it's kind of useless, and I only have some down to. I'm almost done with the products. It's not a big deal, but it's too bad that it didn't set because I liked the color, and I sat around for almost 2 hours hoping that it would set, and it did not. So I have to say goodbye to this one. So it is a declutter as opposed to, well, I say declutter, but it's down to here. So I should just consider that an empty, shouldn't I? Yeah. I mean, there's so little left. It's not as though I'm getting rid of a substantial amount, but it is defective regardless. Now for some full-size products. If you have been watching this channel for a while, you would know that the Freak Mascara is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. This one, Monsieur Big, is another one, and then the ABH Lash Brag, I don't mind as at all. I think it's called Lash Brag from ABH. Anyway, I'm a fan of this mascara in a big way. I have a couple of backups. I have purchased them or given out samples to friends of mine to try this mascara. I'm definitely a big fan. The brush is very much the same if you try the mini from Urban Decay or you go for this big one. The brush is the same. And I love the color. Chartreuse is, I would say, either my favorite or second favorite because I love purple color ever. And so to have a tube of mascara that is a favorite color is just, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. I have a bunch of this color in my wardrobe. I really like Chartreuse quite a bit. And another product that is a beauty product, it's skincare. It's Farmacy Honeymoon Glow. And I heard Jen Love's reviews talking about the Honeymoon Glow recently, and I agree with her. It is a very, very good product. Right now, it is a little too pricey for me, so I'm not going to repurchase, but I do really, really like it. I'm going to use other skincare products that I want to finish before I allow myself to even consider this one. But it is a beautiful product, and it lasted for a very, very long time. When we say a little goes a long way with this one, and it is a total of 30 ml, but I'm so surprised at just how long the product lasted. So yeah, I would repurchase, definitely. Now the last product is a hair product, but I do want to mention it anyway, and it is the Infusium product. I do always keep this in my bathroom because, number one, it's inexpensive, in a pinch to give my hair more hydration, but it's also just a nice product to use. I do tend to use other stuff, and this is kind of just my ultimate backup because it doesn't go bad. It just sits there ready for use, and well, I'm sure it goes bad eventually, but it has a long shelf life, and I really enjoy it. So it says original leave-in treatment, moisturize and replenish. I completely agree. There's avocado oil in here, and it does a good job. Is it as good as the VERB Ghost Oil that I tried? Probably not. I would definitely go for that product more than this. But does it do the job? Does it give me decent hair? Yeah. And so I continue to go back to this product on a regular basis. So there you have it. 10 sample size products and 6 full size products. Let me know what you think of my empties. I would love to hear from you. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, as always, take care.